All right, welcome aboard, boys and girls, to Sketching the Privateer. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and I am joined as usual by Justifier Jim
What's
from the
going on,
East
everyone?
Coast. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not much, man. I'm good. How about you?
Little as usual, pressed for time, you know.
No.
Uh-oh. David says, "Privateer!" He's
Hey,
hollering at me. That's American Fox right there. You know
what's
that,
up,
right?
buddy?
You know that's him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. He gonna be in the book too. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what's new and exciting in your world this week? Anything?
Not much. They did just finally do some guest announcements for AwesomeCon here in DC. I can't remember off the top of my head when it is. I know it's in June sometime. I think it's like the 23rd through the 25th or something.
Uh-huh.
And they announced almost like pretty much the whole cast of My Hero Academia, the voice cast. So that's pretty cool.
And this is which convention is it now?
AwesomeCon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
are you hearing that, Dave? That's up near you, man. You might have to drive a few hours, but it's near you.
Yeah.
That's for sure. He says, "Oh snap. I beat Elden Ring. Took me 125 hours and I rushed it."
Oh, wow.
Wow. You go, man.
Whew.
That's cool. From everything everybody's been telling me that plays video games, that was the best game last year. So, you know, hey. Yeah, David was in a pretty bad car wreck this week, but he walked out of it with minor injuries. It's good to see you keeping up with us here, buddy. Let's see. I've been to it before. It's a great con. He's talking about Awesome Con.
Yep.
And he says, definitely getting my $50 out of it. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. That's how much it costs for two people to go in there. It's $25 a ticket. Wow.
Depending on the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, all right. So, you know how we do this, guys. I gotta share the screen for the drawing board. And yeah, I know you guys are wondering why the posters aren't up on the website yet, but they will be soon. I'm trying to get the Royal Fox through a Mardi Gras season, and once we're done with that, then we'll worry about that stuff. But right now, just bear with me. I'll have them on the website soon. Let's see. What's he saying? I was Dave chatting. Sorry. All over the place. Okay, that's cool, man. Look, if you want to continue to chat with us, you need to switch over to YouTube, or I won't see it until the end of the show. Anybody that's watching us on something other than YouTube, if you want to talk to me directly, you're going to have to go to YouTube, because that's the only way I can monitor the chat when I'm at the drawing board. Just warning you now. don't think I'm not paying attention to you. I just can't see it. Let's see. Bring this up. And I got the chat right here. Okay. So, usually I'd have my man just yak at you whenever, well, oh man, you know what?
Always, Dave, you can always sit at this table.
I messed up. I
Uh-oh.
got to switch microphones. Let's see if I can keep from having us mess up here. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. I got to put the lapel mic on. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Technical difficulties, folks. He says, can I sit at this table? Yes, you can, man. Yes, you can. You can always sit at this table, bro. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna fire this up.
So yeah,
I gotta fire this up. And that's hooked up. So let's see if I can change my microphone without blowing this entire thing up, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Joe, can you hear me? Can't hear you. You.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you still? Have I checked the mics?
It's not the best audio, but we can hear you.
Okay. So it has switched to the other mic. Okay. All right. Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You were silent there for a minute. That's why I said, "Can you hear me?"
Yeah, I know. I just didn't know which one was going there. So you can hear me okay now, though.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure. What in the hell is going on here? Okay. Oof. Level audio. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I know. I had to switch microphones, man. This is a microphone where I can move around. Okay, so let's get into the script for this week. Now, last week's page is right here. It took place in Guantanamo Bay, right? And hey, what's going on, Pope? Good to see you, Pope. If you want to keep talking to me and have me see it, though, you need to switch over to YouTube, buddy. I'm not going to be able to see the chat when I turn around and go to the drawing board. It's good to see you, Pope. Let's see. David says you sound like you're on a string in a tin can. That's what it's supposed to sound like. It's a wireless mic that I have on my lapel so I can move around. Okay, so this is page 4 of issue 2, and you see right here where we started. It's the outside of Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and this is just shortly after he broke his bonds. Soldiers about to has drawn down on him, and the commander of Guantanamo comes walking in, tells him to stop, tells him to go ahead and take his cuffs off, and then he asks him to sit down and let's finish this briefing. And Privateer says, well, it's a long story. And this is where we're going to get into the next page, which is page 5, the beginning of his origin story. So let me switch cams real quick so I can, wait, no, I don't want to switch cams yet. I need to go ahead and read the script for today. And today's script, the next 16 pages, all the way to the end of this book. I say all the way to the end of the book. I'm kind of writing it on the fly, Jimmy. We may get back to current time by the end of it, but just showing who's headed towards Miami and all that stuff. If you guys remember, the beginning of this book has to do with the RPG strike in Miami and how they found a survivor there, and that's going to be the catalyst for all the action that happens in the third book. David says, yeah, get over here on YouTube. You belong with the cool kids table. Yes, he does. By the way, I don't know if you've talked to Pope before or not, David, but he's a Marine. He's a vet just like you, dude. He's a Marine. By the way, Pope, if you can still hear me, that's David. That's my stepson. I think I told you about him. He's an Iraq War veteran. I can't remember which theater that Pope was in. I don't know if it was Iraq or Afghanistan. I'm not sure, David. But yeah, he's a fellow vet of yours, bro. Okay, so this page we're working on today, it's a flashback to 1750. Actually, he says he was born in 1750, but we're going to see the farm that he grew up in. And it's in Marquis, Maine. Now, I did a little research here, guys. The reason why I said it in Marquis, Maine is, first of all, because I have many relatives from the Allagash in Maine. My mother is from there, and she is one of 10 kids. So I've got a ton of aunts and uncles. I've got cousins, too many to count, all over the country. And so I know a lot about Maine. And when I found out that the site of the very first naval battle of the American Revolution was Marquis, Maine. So I decided to make him from there. Let's see. David says, I'd have been a Marine, but I was crazy enough. Salute to you. But I was crazy enough. Salute to you, sir. Wasn't crazy enough is what he was trying to say. Wasn't crazy enough. Yeah, but I don't know. You are crazy enough, David. It's just, okay. So that's where we're going to start, is in Marquis, Maine. On this page, it's going to be a flashback. And the next, I'd say at least 14 pages, if not all 16, are going to take place in Marquis, Maine, or on the high seas in the 1700s. Because if you know the origin of the privateer, he became a pirate during the American Revolution and helped fight for the colony's freedom. So what we got here is he's educated by his father and mother on a farm in Marquis, Maine, and we're going to have the British press gangs arriving at the age of 12 in Marquis. Okay, and for those of you that don't know the origin story, just a quick synopsis. What you're going to see on this page is how he's pretty smart when it comes to engineering things. Okay, he can build a lot of things out of nothing, and you're also going to see. Hang on, David is just chatting up a storm. I never felt better downrange than when I knew we had Marines back to back us up. How cool! Okay, but anyway, the origin story of the privateer. His father is taken away when he's 12 years old by naval press gangs. He's pressed into service for the Navy. Basically, back then, when they wanted people for the Navy, especially around the time of the war with the French, they would come to the colonies with what they called a press gang. Basically, it was just enlisted guys in groups that would go and beat fighting age males senseless, throw them in a bag, throw them into slavery in the Navy, basically, is what they did. And they called them press gangs because they were pressing people into service. Basically a draft with sticks, if you know what I'm saying. So that's what happens to his father at the age of 12, and that's where we're going to begin here. So let me go ahead and switch cameras real fast. We tried this earlier. Hopefully, oh, that's right. Wait, no, don't want to do that. I was about to mess up, man. I really was. There we go. Boom. That's the one we want right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now I can just roll over here, and I should be well lit, and you should see me just fine, right? I hope. Am I seeing it? Or am I there?
I see your hand.
No, I'm not moving. Hang on a second. Let's see what's up with that. Let me see what's up with that. I had this all set. What happened? Huh. Let me double check it. Wow, man. Okay, hang on. Switch back. Switch back again. Nope. Shoot. Are you serious? Wow, man. Okay, I tried to do this real quick before we get started. So let me damn it. That sucks. Huh.
Technical difficulties there.
Technical difficulties, man. That blows.
Because it's weird. Because I saw your hand.
Yeah,
on the
you
main
see it on
screen.
the other one, but it's freeze framed. For some
Right.
reason, it's freeze framed.
Hmm.
Hang on.
Very
Let
interesting.
me see if I can get it going here. Huh. No, it don't want to work right. That's weird. Okay. Well, Jimmy, get ready to bounce in and out because you know what we're going to have to do.
Yep.
Let me see. All right. I'm going to go ahead and switch it out real quick. It's probably because it doesn't have a fast enough connection on it, which it should, though. One of my other cameras is hooked up to it. That's weird. Damn it. Oh, bummer.
Bummer.
What a pain in the ass. Get rid of that and see if I can bring it back in. I'm going to try something else here. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to try something else. Oh. Here, and I thought I had this all set. Does not appear that I do, though.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yes, sir. Huh. Okay. Well, get ready. I'm fixing to switch my stuff.
All right.
Right now. Hang on. Where is it? Where are you? There it is. Okay. Here we go. Right?
Yeah. That's right, David. People think it not be like that, but like it does, but it do.
Yeah. Sometimes. And there we go.
Oh, right.
That's got it. And it didn't mess up the sound, right?
Nope, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Excellent.
All right.
Fantastic. Fantastico. Okay, now I can finally get to work, folks.
Nice.
Yikes. Now, why didn't it work like that? I don't know. I'll have to play with it and see. Anyway. Yep. All right, guys.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right? That's what she said. Okay. So, we need to do... Where is my 4H? Okay.
T-square still in the car?
Yes, of course the T-square is still in the car, man. Of course it is.
I forgot to text you the next day.
I am never going to get it out of the car, obviously. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to have we're going to do a one of those epic horizon scenes on top with the farm and everything, a few animals and stuff out there, right? And of course, this is in Maine, so we're going to have, there's going to be a mountain back there, of course, a hill or something. We're going to have trees aplenty. We're going to have the house. We're going to have the corral, the horses, right? We're going to have props over here. Maybe Maybe some chickens in the back and stuff, and a pin. And of course, this is 1750, right?
Yep.
All right. And we're gonna say where it's at and everything. But yeah, the first battle, sea battle of the American Revolution was fought in Marquise, Maine. I've got the details of it. I don't have them with me right now, but it goes like this: they got tired of having to guard what the British would do, since they were kind of undermanned at the time. They were, they were about to start a war with France, so they were pulling everything back from the colonies at that time. And whenever they would bring supplies to Marquise, they would make the civilians guard the ships, right? Press them into service, guarding the ships. And they got tired of being pushed around by them, and there was growing strife in Boston. Boston, that's right, the birth of the American Revolution. There's a reason why their football team is called the Patriots. I digress. They got tired of guarding the ships, and when they were leaving one day after dropping off supplies, a bunch of them got on their personal boats and, armed with pitchforks, a few muskets, and using planks of wood for armor, they took the ship as it was leaving. So, yeah, that's the site of the first naval battle of the American Revolution, which is pretty cool to me. Let's see, what's Dave talking about? He says, have you tried rerouting the primary EPS conduit through the Heisenberg compensators? No, sir, I have not. I just wired this up like 5 minutes ago. I didn't even check to see if I was getting movement on the camera. So, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Okay, let me get this over on this side. So we're gonna have a big sprawling thing with the farm. Of course, it'll have a smokestack coming off of it, right? Because it's always cold up in Maine. We'll have a road leading up to it. All right. Dirt road, of course, but it's cut out of the woods. This thing is definitely going to be cut out of the woods. Okay, so we got that, and then I'm thinking that, what do I do with it? Okay, I'm thinking that we have a panel. Okay, I think we're going to split this into two panels right here. We're going to have two panels. Let's see. Yeah, two panels here. This is blue line paper, by the way, guys. I'm not just coming up willy-nilly with where these things go. They actually have markers to help you with lining up your stuff. I know you guys can't see them with the damn, but I can see them just fine. That's the whole point of blue line paper. Usually you don't use regular pencils on this. You're usually using blue pencils, so that when you put the inks down and they go to print, they won't be seen. For some reason, that light blue doesn't get seen very well. So, yeah, we're going to do a two-panel thing here. And what's going to go on here is we're going to show his education, him sitting at a table, reading. And his dad pointing to the book, right? And his mother in the back by the fire doing some cooking, right? And then we're gonna show him kind of in the forefront here. Handling a plow, right? That's being dragged by a horse, right? All those old plows, tilling a field, right? He is working on a farm, right?
Yeah.
And then this one here, I want to show how smart he is engineering wise. So I think I'm going to show a busted tire or wagon, and the wagon actually. Let's see. We're going to have a rock right here, stone, and a board. Or a piece of wood holding up the back end of it. All right. We'll have another stone on top of that. And that'll be, have his hand on his shoulder, right? And we'll talk about, you know, how he came up with the way to get it up and all this other stuff, right? You know. And then we're gonna have the naval press cans. Then we're gonna have these. Of course, he's got to have what they call a billy club over his shoulder. And I'll have a little synopsis about what these guys did, why they were around. All right. This guy's going to have a rope with him. And he'll be carrying a stick too. And you know I've got the uniforms pretty much down for this stuff. And then we'll have guy with the drum with the drums. Guy the anytime they march, they always had a guy with drums that would set the tempo. Wouldn't they, Pope? They always had a powder monkey with them, right? So, and I think we'll show a shocked person right here. With them coming into the town. We'll show some of the buildings in the town. Main Street. We'll put this on Main Street. You know, we make notes. We'll have them enter at the bottom of the page. How'd that be? How'd that be, man? That sound good? Jim, you there? Or did you leave me? Looks like Jim disappeared on me. He's muted.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Yeah.
That's okay.
No, it looks good.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the plot for this one. Let's go ahead and get the B out so we can darken it up for you. Of course, this is going to be like one of those old-timey cabins, right? And of course, you know, it's going to be set up fortified wise. I'll show you that in a minute. But you're going to have kind of a dirt mud road type thing. I have a wagon over here, right, by the corral for the horses. Have the horses out there. I have the chickens and stuff in a coop back here. Of course, there's going to be a ton of trees. Anything in Maine is cut out of the woods, let me tell you. My whole family up there's lumberjacks, man.
Wow.
You know, they're all in lumber business up there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is going to be the fields with the different stuff they're growing, right? They'll all be there, lined out. And then we got the inside of the cabin at night, or during, well, yeah, I think we'll make it at night here. It's him reading. And let's see, we'll have Dad pointing to the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're at the table. And Mom will be back here doing some cooking at the fireplace, right? And he's going to be plowing down here. As a little boy, you can be doing it. As you know, you had to work back then, man.
Yeah.
And then we'll have him and Dad over here. Be pointing at it. I'll be right here next to a busted wagon. All right. And we got the rocks holding up the undercarriage. The log. The wagon wheel we got to put on back on, right? Yeah, this is the tedious part of the story right here, where we got to tell what goes on the farm, and then we've got the jerk club showing up. And that's right, a lot of guys in the Navy have eye patches back then. Lost a lot of eyes. All right. Of course, he's going to be having his Billy Club type thing with him. Swatting heads. We got the powder monkey over here, playing his drums. All right. And then we got this guy over here with the rag on his head. Old tough guy that he is. He can be carrying the rope. Of course, he'll have a stick with him too. They're not big, long sticks. They're about this long, big enough to just thump somebody with. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we'll have, yeah, I think we'll have Mom like grabbing her kid and kid pointing. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Should be all surprised. Show some of the downtown city streets there. And I definitely want to show the general store. Let me write general in here. Store. Because that is going to be a place that's going to mean something in the near future for the privateer. Because on the next page, his dad's going to be taken away from by these schmucks. So, so that is the plot for the privateer. Let's see. I'm misspelling everything on this page. That's okay. Issue 2, page. My gosh, are we up to page 5 already? Yeah, we are. Shit. That's because I did a 2-page spread a couple of weeks ago. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah. You weren't on for that one, were you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I can't remember. That may be the one where you missed.
Yeah.
Okay. So yak with them real quick. Well, I don't know why I'm saying that, because my microphone is working now. I've got a remote mic, so I can actually talk. Yeah, man. Let me switch this camera around here. Hang on. All right. All right. Am I back?
Yes, sir.
I am?
Yep.
Okay. Very cool, man. Very cool. All right. Well, I just taught myself something. If I have to do this, I'm going to have it lined out in the future where I can switch it over a lot easier. But yeah, it won't be as tough in the future. So that's what's going to happen in the 4th page, or no, 5th page. My gosh, we're already 5 into a 20-page script of the 2nd issue of the Privateer. And most of this issue, like I said, is going to take place in this era of time. Let me see if I can switch my audio over so I won't sound so bad all of a sudden. Let me see. I just want to see if I can do it. I think it's, which one is it? There it is. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it the better microphone now?
Yes.
It should be. Okay. Cool, man. Cool. What a deal. All right. So we're done plotting page 5. We're moving right along. Now, this month, I got to tell you, I've been helping my wife with Mardi Gras stuff, and I've had a commission or two. So I haven't really started on the digital part of the book yet. And if it sets me back, it sets me back. But, you know, you got to set priorities in life. As soon as Mardi Gras is over with, I'm going to dive headlong into the digital portion of this thing. Let's see. What's David talking about? Oh, yeah. That's the last thing he put up. So How you liking what you're seeing so far, man?
Oh man, I'm loving it. And the fact that we're getting finally into the actual origin story.
Yeah.
Yes.
The origin story, the origin story is a lot of fun. If you guys want to go back and see the origin story, let me see. I will tell you exactly which episode it is real quick. Just let me look it up real quick on here. It is let's see. Uh-oh. David says, still here, getting some revenge on Elden Ring. Laugh out loud. You go, man. Tear it up. You go. Let's see. God, that they're listening to that twice. That's funny. Okay. Let me see where my lists are. There they are. Okay. Created playlists. Go down here to the privateer.
What's up, Knock?
Sketching the privateer. What, is he here?
Yeah, he just popped in. He said, "Sup, gents?"
Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh, there it is. God, you see it before I do. Must be some kind of lag. There shouldn't be, though.
Well, I'm watching it on my TV.
Oh, are you? Well,
yeah.
Apparently your TV's connection is better than mine.
Oh my.
Let's see. 2 begins, wrap up, cover edition. I'm trying to see which one it is.
It's only because Knock lives closer. I think that's why.
Is that what it is, man?
Yeah, they got to me before you. That's why.
I see. Okay, the cover edition. I'm pretty sure it's. Let me see. Is it this one?
Playing Skyrim and watching Stargirl. Nice.
Now that's Royal Fox's origin, and that's episode 44. So 43, episode 43, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back in the playlist and go to episode 43, yeah, that's the one where I read his origin story. You can read all about how he ended up coming here from the past. So, yeah, instead of me going over it again, go back and watch that video. You'll see his origin story. Hey, Naka's here, David says. And playing Skyrim, watching Stargirl. My God, you guys are multitasking all over the place. David's watching me while he's friggin' playing Elden Ring. You're doing Skyrim and watching a TV show at the same time. Boy, oh boy, I've got a captive audience, don't I, Jim? What the hell, man?
Sure seems it.
All right, so Awesome Con is in what, March? Is that when you said it is?
I think June.
June? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So be looking forward to that, man. If you're up there in the DC, Maryland area, sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I just saw that the Critical Drinker is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia at that one.
Oh, wow.
And if I'd have known about it a little sooner, I'd have gone to that because my daughter's in Atlanta right now. Yeah, Dave, I don't know if you know or not, but your sister moved to Atlanta a while ago. So anyway, well, listen, anything new on the Justifier front?
Still kind of working on it. Right now, just kind of retooling episode 2. Still on episode 2, but I'm slowly working to.
I actually don't have any commissions going on right now, so I'm probably going to try and read your stuff tonight.
Okay.
Let's see. David says, yeah, I got Shotgun Wedding on TV too. Shotgun Wedding? Is that a TV show? Good Lord. Oh, Shotgun Wedding. I know what that is, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He said, no, I didn't know that. Yeah, she's in Atlanta now. Same place your grandpa used to live, dude. Yep. Let's see. And Ron says, Jimmy, any more thoughts into the Fairfax Comic Con in March? Is that the same one you're talking about?
It's a different one.
It's a different one? Okay.
I think that's Galaxy Con.
Okay.
I still got to think about it. I'm going to get back to you on it, though. I promise. I haven't forgot. It's just, got to look at some stuff right now.
Okay. So. All right. Well, you heard it here, man. All right. Well, look, guys, let's see. Let's tell you what's going on with the channel. You guys know I got to push my stuff, right? You're watching Sketching the Privateer, where you get to watch me build my comic book from the ground up. And we do this every Saturday afternoon at 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern. My man Justifier Jim is nice enough to join me and help me on commentary there. And then, of course, tomorrow morning before the championship games, Knock, who you see in the chat there, the guy we're calling Knock, his name is Ron Phillips on the chat, if you've seen him in there. He will be co-hosting with Small Time Republic and I, and we'll be doing the NFL pregame party, getting you ready for the championship games tomorrow. They kick off at 2 Central, 3 Eastern. And then, of course, I'll be on the first hour of Dork Side of the Ring from 1 Central to 2 Central. I'll be on there. That one's brought to you by Pop Culture Minefield and KGRA Radio, digital radio. And, of course, tomorrow's episode, I won't be doing State of the Apron tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's all about the results from tonight's Royal Rumble. That's right. Royal Rumble is happening tonight. And if you go to Pop Culture Minefield tonight, you should be able to see Danny do a, I think he's going to do a live reaction with his Discord and everything. So definitely check that out and support Danny. I've got to work tonight or I'd be on there with him. But that's Dork Side of the Ring tonight for the live reactions during Royal Rumble, and tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow night, about 11 o'clock after the games, 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern, I'll be up for some Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. Probably going to play a little Madden, maybe do a chapter of Force. I put the Force Awakens in there. It's the Force Unleashed. How stupid am I? My gosh, I got to change that thumbnail. You see that, guys? I just now noticed that. Oh, God. It's hell getting old, people. You forget stuff. Anyway, that's on Twitch tomorrow night, 11 o'clock Central, midnight Eastern. And then, of course, you can see maybe Jim, maybe Knock, maybe Small Time Republic, maybe Das Wolfen. Several people will be may come by, or it may just be me talking about the events of the day on State of the Atmosphere. I do it every Wednesday on YouTube, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. I do about 2 hours. I talk to whatever you want to talk about in the chat. I usually come in, like I talked to Oscars last week. You know, I'm big about, most of my stuff's going to be pop culture on that. That's the one where I talk about stuff I dig. So look forward to that. 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern every Wednesday. And then, of course, the brothers Hack the Matrix. Me and Highlander, my younger brother, get together and we look at the headlines of the last week of the clown show that is 2023, and we hack through those headlines, hack through the Matrix to tell you what's really going on. We have a good time doing it. That's every Thursday at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So for this week, I want to thank Justifier Jim for showing up. I'm glad to see you're on the mend. Doesn't sound like you're hacking up a lung this week like you were last week.
Right.
You look like you're doing better. Are you growing the beard back out, man?
No, I'm gonna shave it soon.
Are you sure? Because everybody bitched when you cut it off.
I know. I mean, it won't be quite as caveman-ish as it was, but it might be a little something there.
All right, bro. Okay. Maybe. Well, listen, guys, let me look at these comments one more time. Let's see. He says, yeah, okay, we already got that one. Ron says, it's playoff in Madden. I'm ready when you are. Well, that ain't happening for a couple of days, bro. Sorry about that. Too busy on the weekends. You know this. I'm streaming all day on Sundays, and we got football. So we'll get to that sometime in the evenings this week. Let's see. Dave says, Bray, LA Knight is a goon. That's right. You know who we're rooting for. You know what's up. Let's see what else we got here. Dave says, mark my words, Bray Wyatt is this generation's Undertaker. Well, if you watched Raw this week, he pretty much passed the torch to him, didn't he? I mean, if you watched Raw, that's what I saw, man. He whispered in his ear like, yeah, man, you the shit. Yeah. It was cool to see him come out as the American Badass too. It wasn't the regular Undertaker. He came out on the Harley with the do-rag on and everything. That iteration of it. And David says, no razors. Yeah. He doesn't want you to cut that beard off, buddy. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, guys, thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for supporting the channel. You guys know where to find me. In the chat, you can send tips to my stream elements. You can also go to my Subscribe Star. I'm on Subscribe Star, and I'm Joe's Atmosphere on every social media out there. If you really want to support the channel, go get a membership to my Subscribe Star. You'll see a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff on the comic book. All the artwork you see on this show ends up on the Subscribe Star, so you can look at it. So you guys, we want to thank you for tuning in, and until we see you again, want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.